Hello everybody, it's Miss Webb here. We are going to do some phonics this week, some new phonics. We're going to learn what we call consonant cluster sounds. So they're not like digraphs, we don't bunch them together, we keep them separate, but when we're reading, it sometimes helps us to say those two letters together, just to make it a bit easier to read some words. So we've got 4 to learn this week, 1 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday and 1 on Thursday, okay? And then on Friday we'll do a recap of them all. So today's session is Monday's session and I'm going to teach you the first consonant cluster sound. I've got them all here ready to go for the week, but I'm only going to show you one. I know you're desperate to learn them all. Okay, so the first consonant cluster sound we're going to learn this week is bl, bl. So you can see we've got 2 sounds here and they are their own sounds. We don't put a line underneath like we would do with a digraph. We do b, o. But sometimes it's a bit easier to just bunch them together and say bl, bl, like blah, blah, blah. See if you can say bl, bl, bl 3 times. Bl, bl, bl. See if you can whisper it. See if you can shout it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's our consonant cluster sound for today. I am going to use my whiteboard and pen to write down some blah words and you're going to have a go at writing them as well. Okay, so you need a pen and paper ready or a pen and whiteboard ready. And these are just going to be really short little videos just to get you going with your phonics for the day. So you could write blah at the top of your whiteboard, just to refer back to, like that, okay? So the first word I want you to write is black. My top is black, okay? So remember you've got your bl sound there, black. Off you go, you write it and then I'll write it and I'll show you and you can tick if you've got it right. So bl, a. And if you want to put the sound buttons underneath, you can do, just to help you. Okay, here you go. Here's your first word. So, bl. Can you see I've not put the line underneath because it's not a digraph, but you can still, when you see the b and then the oo, you can bunch it together. Bl, a, k, black. And the k for black was the curly k and the kicking k. Don't worry if you only wrote the curly k or just the kicking k, that's fine. Next one I want you to write, excuse me, is bleed. Miney is bleeding, so bleed. Can you write that word down? Bleed. Remember, if you've got a digraph in there, think about how you would do the sound buttons. Are you ready? Here you go. So bl, e, d, bleed. And you can see I've done my line and the sound button for the digraph. E. Well done. Right. Next word I want you to write is block. I build with wooden blocks. Block. Can you write that word down? If you've not got room, just rub your whiteboard out and write it somewhere new. Okay, this word's very similar to black, but it's only got one sound that's different. Okay, can you see mine here? Bl, o, k, block. Just like black, but there was a in the middle there. Bl, o, k. Try and get into the habit of saying bl instead of b, l, o, k. Because sometimes when we're going b, l, o, we can't always hear what the word is at the end, whereas if you do block, block, it's much easier to hear it, isn't it? Okay, we'll do one last word then. Oh, let me think. When you sneeze, someone might say bless you, bless. See if you can write that word, bless. Remember, all these words have the bl sound in. Bless. Are you ready? Here you go. bless. Bless. And it's the double s at the end of bless. Don't worry if you only wrote one. Okay, so there's not lots and lots of words with blah in. There's more that we'll learn along the way. Okay, but they're the four main ones that I'd like you to look at today. So you should have all written these down now with me. Keep them somewhere in your head or written down, and I want you to have a go at writing a sentence with each of those in. So go back to the word black. You might write, I have a black top. You might write, my knee is bleeding. Bleed, okay? Bless you, said Mum. I build with a block. Okay, so nice easy sentences to write with those four words today. So that's your first task in phonics. And then there's a second little game to play with these blah words. Okay?